mouthful of water every now and then. And another night like last night.
You mean?
Up all night peeing and then I couldn't sleep.
Yes, we're doing your life, but at least everyone knows now.
I share when I pee.
That's true. And we got up for the dawn service.
Yep.
Saturday night, quiet as a mouse.
Yeah.
So we've got that yummy chicken soup tomorrow. Maybe I'll make some bread.
Maybe you should freeze that other chicken.
Hmm?
Maybe you should freeze the other chicken. We're not going to eat all that tomorrow.
Oh, what about? I'll freeze the chicken soup. And we'll eat the chicken and pasta tomorrow.
Will that be alright?
Yeah.
Just to know what we like with chicken. So you got room in the freezer?
For?
The chicken soup?
Probably not.
Yeah. I think you need to like slow down.
Well, I have. I'll drop some off to him if you like.
Yeah, I didn't read the packet on the date. So they were marked, you bought them yesterday. They were cooked yesterday, is that right?
They're good till, like I say, tomorrow.
Tomorrow, that's it.
We'll eat it tomorrow. The chicken soup's good for 3 or 4 days. Good evening. It's cool, 18 degrees here. The only job I did today was chop some branches down. Had an easy day. Evening, Tony. How are you? What'd you get up to today? We were up at 5:30, standing at the end of the driveway, candle. Then I played the last post on my phone. But it's good morning where you are, Shama, so it's relevant. There's quite a few people out. Quite surprised this morning.
Okay.
You could hear them, couldn't you? 'Cause
Yeah.
after we played the last post, I heard about 4 or 5 more times. I can't come on over live anymore because I'm not part of this club. Oh no. Oh well. things you have to give up in life. You know, when you become addicted to certain things, Tony.
So how did that happen,
Good for
Tony?
you.
You give him money.
But you pay him money. How come you're not like special?
I have to do poetry now.
That's the worst poem I've ever read.
Yeah, isn't there a 99-cent script version or something?
Yeah, you're not missing much. It's all downhill from here, I'm afraid.
I thought he was doing a 99-cent one. Tony could join that.
Well, yeah, I suppose he is, but why would you? Same shit, a different day. I imagine it's not going to plan, and unfortunately, he doesn't have a lot of real people that like him. So he's probably, I'm guessing 10, 15 people maybe join. Let's say 20. Let's say 30. That's $30 a month. People are paying. So they're probably not going to donate. So they'll probably get rid of that shortly. It's not working, I imagine.
Call him. You got his number, haven't you, Tony?
Come on, Tony, call him. Say,
We're
mate.
still waiting for you to do it live so we can hear.
Say, mate, I've given you a lot of money over the years and now you blocked me out. I can't afford any more money. Thought, you know, you support those that support you. Could send you a pair of unwashed budgie smugglers if you like.
Oh.
And then we could talk on the phone. What a sad existence.
Put the light on, Chamo. Shows the window.
Okay.
It's my knee cracking.
I mean, my channel's not interesting. I know that. But these drama channels, they're the same stuff every time. Give me money. Look at me, look at me, look at me, Tony. Look at me, Tony. Look at me. Give me money.
What do you mean your channel's not
Give me
interesting?
money. I mean, I deliberately don't push the channel. I don't do any tags. I don't do any shit. We just catch up with folk. That's what we do.
Yeah, you're just sharing your life.
Yeah, but at least we do different stuff. It's the same. It's a Groundhog Day. I swear if you pick, say, 5 videos of the Tin Can Man, just random, name dates and go back and find them, then play them. It's the same shit. It's like he's in purgatory. He's permanently there. Don't say that with ego. No, I don't. I'm saying I'm not extraordinary. We're not extraordinary. We're just normal people, which doesn't attract many people. If I scream and shout at Tony for 20 minutes and call him an utter this, that and the other, and, you know, it's great, I'll have 100 people in there. There'll be for and against Tony. There'll be factions. There'll be things that people will say, oh, Tony, I really like you, but Seed's right. And there'll be other people say, you're being very unreasonable. I suppose you're going to block me now. You know what I mean? That sort of shit.
Remember, get around
It's
pretty
too
quick.
easy. You can see how they do it and why they do it. They get numbers. And it's like, for what reason? It's like, what the hell do they keep doing the same shit?
Yeah, that's right. We do watch all sorts of channels. Occasionally, even I go and just
I get the,
have a look.
even Tony wouldn't admit it, but it's true. Tony doesn't like injustice and arseholes making use of people. He will toy with the fat man in the can. We know that. But there's so many people that actually love the drama. they wait for it. And then when it comes, they just, oh, I'm so happy that you are now doing a dramatic hangout. Oh, it's fantastic. It's great. And it's like, shit, is that all you've got going in life? To wait for that moment during the day. So you can attack someone, bring them down, do a response video. Actually, that's what it used to be, didn't it? Years ago.
Yeah, response.
You'd have someone do a video say, oh, I don't like Tony Abbott. He's a narky little bugger. He doesn't open his mouth correctly all the way when he speaks. You can tell he's a bit sly. And then 2 days later, Tony Abbott would say, this Seeds to Freedom doesn't know anything he's talking about. He doesn't live in Warringah. He has no point or value in my life. And as such, I'll send a hitman round to get him. That sort of thing. But people don't do response videos anymore. They sort of do parodies. Well, it's mainly parodies. Hey, look, let's be honest, the parodies are better than the original. It was funny. The highlight, the pathos, the indignation, the expectation of money that didn't appear. I'm going to cry. You can't see my tears, but they're there. Different face when it comes to your channel. I love you because you don't care about your windows. Yes, you're getting a Christmas present this year, Gemma. Yes. Expect it when you least expect it.
Yep. There's good having different channels. Even I sometimes will pop into a drama one just to have a bit of a listen and laugh.
It's like I watched the video from the boss of the Swamp. He doesn't make as many as he used to, but he had one about his off-grid laundry. And to most people it'd probably be boring, but I found it fascinating. He was utilising a tank to fill up the washing machine, blah, blah, blah. And most people go, oh man, that's boring. And see, we're all different. I found it very interesting. And with a bit of luck, Tony Abbott will be down to Warringah Beach shortly. It'll be open, he'll be able to go for a swim.
In his budgie smuggler.
Might get a little bit cool around the budgie area.
Just gotta go pee. I'll just share that with the room. See? Real life.
Yes. So I had a fairly slack day today. So I just chopped down some overhanging branches. For some people, that's a day's work. We know. I could make a video saying, oh, worked all, I'm so tired now. I mean, I really put in today. If you could only, buy me some caviar, I might be able to get through the night. No, it took me about 5 minutes. Chopped about 6 branches down. You don't need to send me caviar. Have a good one, Tony. I'm sure you're going to go and read Malcolm's book. You and Tony got on so well in the past. Rupert Murdoch's little boy, Tony. And he'll do as I tell you, Tony. It'll all go well. Yes, Rupert. No worries. No, I see. We know what Tony does. He just prods the beach to whale. But I don't go watch. I don't see the point. Like I say, Shamo, pick 5 dates from 5 years.
I'll see you, Tony.
Go and watch all 5 videos and tell me what the difference is. There won't be any difference. Well, 99 cents Australian is worth, hello Adam, is worth about 50 US, if you're lucky. And Google take that money, it's probably 20 cents by the time he gets it. at least we're healthy. Yes, sort of, smoking. The Iceman cometh. Not anymore. I think the Iceman's thawing out a bit. I think she's starting to get a bit better.
Was it getting warmer, Adam?
No, it should be. It's getting cooler here. It's 18 degrees. That's cold. The lower 50.
Oh, star.
Geez, that's even colder than we are.
No, I said Adam Star. I don't know if Mel will come in tonight, actually.
She might be working. Oh God, you're expecting snow tomorrow. Suppose you get the flurries. The last whisper of winter. No, you'll get some stars. Just relax. Just relax. Take a deep breath. Wow, who the hell's Booger? A lot of rain. Oh well, which will make it nice and mushy for you. Especially with the ground still being frozen. No, I don't know who Booger or Boga, whatever his name is. Boogers? Oh, they're
Boogers.
ground busters. No idea.
Bogus. Is that? I don't know who that is.
I remember a survey done about 3 years ago. It was done by Community Service, and I think it was Pennsylvania, off memory. And Pennsylvania has a lot of people living in RVs and trailers. And the survey asked just a couple of questions. One, if you had a choice of moving into a home or staying in the RV, what would you do? The answer was 95%, I'd like to afford a house. The reason why they're in an RV was the second question, is that they can't afford rates, power, water, you name it. And Pennsylvania's a reasonably good judge of America. Like, it's pretty, it's got country and it's got a bit of city. We've got a niece that lives in Philadelphia. It's a mixed match, but it's a good sort of area to do a survey like that. But most of them said they wouldn't live in a trailer or an RV if they could afford to live in a house. It's quite interesting when you think about that. The alternative to being homeless is at least having an RV, which is better than nothing, of course.
I've heard of the Anthony Norbecker channel.
Oh, Anthony, he does funny parodies, or used to do quite a lot of them. Yeah, so I think, look, in Australia, you don't hear much about it, but every second person's got an RV, usually in a shed with a tarp over it, and they use it maybe once or twice a year. 30, 40 grand's worth of recreational vehicle.
So we can have a look later. I've got Adam to put the link into the first one he said.
Good.
But Anthony Norbecker we watch sometimes.
And I don't know what it's like in Canada, but it's a lot colder in Canada, but recreational vehicles here are used for recreational weekends, get away for a week somewhere.
There's people who buy four-wheel drives and it never leaves the pitch.
Oh, yeah, there's that as well. But it's sort of a catch-22. Chairman, tell me what you think, and Adam, in your area, to give you an idea, if I had a RV and I want to go to a caravan park or RV park in Australia, it's about $65 a night. That'd be minimum. That would give you power and
Like
maybe,
an
maybe an ensuite like a shower and a toilet.
near your van.
Be at least 65. It's even more in some places. So if I want to stay a week somewhere, it's about $500. Do you know what I mean? The difference between spending so much money in RV and then maybe staying in a really nice hotel, do you know what I mean? Is that you don't have to spend 30 or 40 grand. You can probably spend that 30 or 40 grand over a decade in luxury.
Even tent sites have gone up. But then you can pay that $200 a year. But that just gives you like bush camping.
30. We have national parks, which you pay 150 and they got toilet showers, everything, but ablution block type things. So that's pretty cheap. But no, not in a caravan park. 65 would be normal, up to 80.
Yeah,
A chalet would be 130 a night. That's usually just a one-bedroom cabin with toilet, shower, maybe some bunks for the kids.
Hotel rooms for that.
Yeah, that's the thing. A good hotel in any town would be like 140, and that's a really good hotel. So if you spent 7 days in a hotel, yeah, that's twice as much. That's about $1,000 compared to 500. But you don't have to pull anything, so there's no extra gas. You can drive in comfort in a nice sedan or SUV if you like. And yeah, so if you do 2 or 3 holidays a year, you'd certainly save all the money that you spent on an RV.
Well, you get so cheaper hotels. We had those big 4 chain, and what's the other one? What's the other popular
Oh, I don't know.
hotel? I can't think of it.
Yeah, they do that here too. They have 4 seasons, I think. Yeah, $100 a day. So it's $700 a week. You can get a good hotel room for $100, Adam, I imagine, for $100. Geez, $20 hotel room. You better go and do a video and show me what a $20 hotel room looks like, Shamo.
We want to see that.
Here it'd be
Shamo.
cardboard box.
You wouldn't even get a tent site for $20.
I think on average in Europe, it's about $100
Did you
a
sneeze?
day. Yeah, I did.
Put a mask on.
Yeah, about $100 a day. I told you it's getting cold.
You're isolated.
Yeah. Okay. Well, this is where we are. Yeah, so it's like I was talking to High Country yesterday about how our 2 companies, because we're so proximate to each other, and we've got this thing just about by the balls, it'll only be a couple of months and the air international travel between New Zealand and Australia will open. And boy, will Australians fill New Zealand.
Oh.
New Zealand is beautiful. It really is beautiful.
Be interested in the prices.
Oh, it'd be good because there'd be so many going.
Well, it just depends when they open up. Just the thought that then the planes haven't actually been idle that long because you still got to do maintenance on them.
Yeah, no, I did that nearly all my life, Adam. I just throw a blanket on the beach, light a fire. I pay $50 per day based on the monthly stay at oceanfront. That's good. Yeah, that's a really good, look, let's put it in its true context. It's an adventure, Adam. It's an experience that a lot of people wouldn't do, let alone could they do it, they just wouldn't do it. Maybe we'll go to New Zealand, hire a RV and travel around. Actually, I'd still think using the train pass up and down New Zealand, getting out whenever we want to stop, and just get in a hotel.
Yeah.
Just have enough clothes for a week, wash them in the laundromat or something. But that's good. New Zealand is beautiful. North Island doesn't really excite us, but South Island's beautiful. They have pies.
Yep.
They have pie will travel.
Well, especially if you're away a month. They do deals here too. If you're staying somewhere more than 2 weeks,
Oh
you
yeah,
can get a deal.
Oh, you can hire a villa for about $1,000 a week. Bacon wrap, boneless chicken thigh, wedges, coleslaw. Yeah.
That sounds
There's a lot of walk in the forest to take that off. Good food's good for you. I think as long as we've got a comfortable bed, a good enough shower, bathroom, and somewhere to sit outside, because we always, as you can tell, we like sitting outside. We did stay in a nice little place down past Mandurah, you know, that place we stayed, and we had the veranda and the kangaroos just kept bouncing around
yeah,
everywhere.
yeah.
Wherever that was good. That was that for a week?
No, 4 days or something.
4 days, yeah, that was good.
I can't remember where that was.
Yeah, kangaroos coming right up to the back veranda, feeding me. And even if you go to country towns in my state, good pubs, good food, and usually pretty good accommodation.
Roadhouses aren't.
They're pretty average. Oh boy. Yeah, that's the secret. You should reward yourself, Shaman. Unfortunately, at this time, we're not going anywhere, of course, nor you. But we're not that far away from opening up quite a lot of things in Australia. I think our total death is 80 now or something like that. But lots of states are not reporting any incidences of the virus. Travelling's good. It really, it's exciting. The architecture is fantastic. It's always different. I might put the kettle on.
I'm not having one.
Okay.
Only because it's too late for me. I was up too many times last night.
Yeah. Yeah, but New Zealand would be full of Aussies, for sure. Hello, old gringo.
Andrew's music.
Wow, 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 wow. Wow, 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 wow. Wow, wow, wow.
What's that?
Speeded up version. I think the frustration was always going to occur, there's no question. And of course, we've got to be brutal here, Americans are not supported by their government financially. So, they're going broke. Every day on my television, on the internet, I'll see videos about 300 cars in a row waiting to pick up boxes of food. It's extraordinary.
Beautiful seeds. You've got the words mixed up, old gringo. You call him Sasquatch.
Thank you very much. There you go, gringo, all right. Are you wearing any lippy? And high heels? And that little black dress, of course. Special one.
That deserves a star. Well, I suppose there is. Everybody has beauty. Just because he's a man, you don't have to say handsome.
You can let it out, son. Yeah, I can understand, Adam, the frustration, but like I say, the consequences of being rash could be terrible.
What have you eaten today, old gringo? What was on the menu?
Yes, what has people eaten? Fair enough. Yeah, I think what it is, Adam, if we really, because someone did check on the protests in America, ages between 20 and 40 were mainly the age group of people protesting. So I listened to a report on NBC online, and it said, hello Scarlett, that barbershops, I think it's Georgia, could be wrong, I think it was Georgia, state of Georgia, hairdressers can open, and tattooists and all that sort of thing. And then they did interviews with the people that run these shops, and they said, we're not opening, we're not doing that.
Yeah, see what I mean? Some people say one thing and other people say another. It's just a case of let them do what they want. Let people do
Scarlett
what they
said
want.
she would email you soon.
Okay, Scarlett. I have been checking my email because sometimes I get a bit slack with that.
I remember one American politician one day said, the only safety net in America is a job. And I get what he means. Well, Scarlett, our little garden is going okay. Nothing's died yet. No bugs have attacked. I've got my homemade pesticide ready to go. I'll show Scarlett what it looks like.
What, your pesticide?
Oh, mate, I know I heard what that woman from Las Vegas was going on about. Was she actually saying, yeah, what we're going to do is let the people of Las Vegas be the guinea pig for the rest of the country and see how it goes? And then she retracted that. But that's what she said.
She was like all over.
Yeah, we'll
the
let everyone
place.
go back to it and see what happens. In other words, yeah, okay. People of Nevada are guinea pigs in Las Vegas. Unbelievable. How about you ask the fucking people first? That's for you, Scarlett. I know what it looks like. I do.
Yeah.
But it's good stuff. Garlic, chilies, bugs, don't like it. But I haven't had to use it yet.
Oh my God.
What?
Mel. I didn't think you'd come in tonight, Mel.
Hello, Mel. No, I don't think anyone's starving in the US. I just think they're panicking.
Oh, quick, okay.
It's like, I don't know about you guys, but I watched Trump a few times, and he's got this lady, medical officer. I think the word ditzy is what she is. She's like she's talking to kindergarten children. We're adults. Don't say one thing and do another.
Bit nippy, isn't it, Mel? Mel, be right back, yeah.
And what about Mr. Trump's big faux pas yesterday? Yeah, I think we can inject antiseptic straight into the bloodstream. That'll fix it. Yeah. And then the next day saying, no, I was just being sarcastic. He's an idiot.
Yeah, because there's some people that take the word of others to gospel.
Well,
So
particularly if it's your commander-in-chief. Just unbelievable. And then all these companies that make the product said, whoa, hang on a sec, that's not, no, don't do that. I just think it's, the word inept is being generous.
Did you have nice dinners, Mel?
Did you go for dinner?
Yep, she's staying somewhere.
Somewhere special, Mel?
Yeah.
No, I think the only one that seems to have any common sense, and this is from my perspective, okay, seems to be the governor of New York. He seems to be a realist. He cares about people, and he's getting the job done. As horrible as it is, I think my admiration for any leader in America would go to the governor of New York. Cuomo, I think his surname is. But
It's 18 here.
terrible to say this, but I'm glad we're in Australia.
Beef cheek pasta, Mel. What the hell
Oh,
is
yum, beef cheek. Oh,
What the hell is
tender. It's beef from the cheek of a cow.
that? Oh,
And it is absolutely yum. Delicious. Fall apart. Would have had some sort of gravy or roux.
Mel had Uber Eats from the Good Fortune Duck House.
Well, it's good fortune for the duck house. He's spending money there. Like I say, it's just from my perspective, what I see and hear what people say. The mayor of Las Vegas needs to be institutionalised, in my opinion.
I mean, I don't, even I thought, well, you're all over the place. Oh, God, you won't, Mel, you Cease should tell you the story about his duck in Vietnam.
Yeah. At this Real Flash restaurant we went to in Vietnam.
Really flash.
It was a corporate dinner. My company paid for everything. And we ordered all these sort of things, and I thought, I'll have this duck thing. Look, sounds great. What it was a big pile of lettuce leaves in the shape of a tower. And I got my fork and went to it, and I said to the waiter, where's the duck?
You said more than that.
Well, actually, I said, where's the fucking duck? And he said, oh, yeah, it's all finely shredded. I said, no.
Yeah, it was
Can
a
you
Peking duck.
Can you make me a steak bigger than a thumbnail, if that's okay? But no, there was no duck in it. It was like rocket and other leaf just finely chopped and made into a tower. There was no duck in it. The duck had left the building, okay? And the big boss of the company just laughed at me. He said, you're right, there's no fucking duck in there. And to give you an idea how flash this place was, it was 200 US for dinner each, without a duck.
And I'm a big bread eater, and then bringing bread round, I thought, oh my God, it was like a miniature. I nearly took everybody's bread off the table.
What's that?
Remember the bread?
Oh, yeah.
It was so small.
Oh, bread's good in Vietnam. They make good
It
French
was
loaves.
yum, but it wasn't a lot. Yep, fake news all over the place.
Dawn dish detergent. Yes, we do. It's biodegradable. Yes, we've got one's called Earth, isn't it? It's
I use
biodegradable.
Earth, that's a biodegradable one.
That's what I use in my homemade pesticide.
So, yeah. Actually, it's not that easy to get that Dawn here anymore, to be honest.
Yeah, Earth. It's a yellow sort of liquid and a fancy writing on it. It's not that expensive actually, but it's biodegradable.
Peking duck.
But I do like duck l'orange. Only had it a couple of times in my life, but it was nice. Crispy duck. Crispy lemon duck is nice too. Oh, cares are flying over Gringo land.
Oh, we have them come here visit Gringo. If it was just one or two come occasionally, I would give them something. But the problem is, we end up with 6 to 10 of the damn things at once. So I try not to put food out for them, which is a bit hard.
We saw, what's the name did they fly over, didn't we?
Boris.
What
I
are
call
What are
Boris.
they called?
The
Ibis?
ibis.
Ibis, yeah.
Okay, Mel. Yeah.
All right, take care.
Love ya, Mel. Be right back, girl.
Yeah, Canadian geese. It's funny, we've got lots of native Australian birds, and only the wild geese form the V formation. All the rest are random. Like, you'll have, seriously, 10,000 black cockatoos in the air.
And they're just everywhere.
Just fill the sky. There's no V shapes.
No, but the geese do that.
Actually, no, the other one that does it when they're up high is the pelican. When they're up really high.
Sparrows.
No, we don't get sparrows.
We do get sparrows.
Yeah, you got to come down, mate. You'll enjoy it. It's where the women are hot and the beer's cold. Yeah, so your idea of retiring in a Southeast Asian country is not a bad idea. There's plenty of expats living in Thailand, Philippines. I think Thailand's a bit safer than the Philippines. But Vietnam, it's nice.
So you've got...
Yeah, retire but not retire, I get you.
You've got nesting geese, Scarlett.
There was one guy in Thailand that actually works for an American call company, and he has data processing on his computer, and he calls up like 30 or 40 people a day. He makes a full living, paid in US, into his account that goes into Thailand, lived like a king. There's plenty of jobs online. It's Troy Vietnam. It sounds like he might be an expat.
That's like the guy you used to watch. Have you heard anything from him?
It's never going to happen, Shema. You have to live with the problem. It's a door anyway. It's not a window.
Yeah, duck breast is about all I'll eat, actually, Scarlett.
Got to make it nice and crispy.
You're buffering.
Am I?
Yeah.
Okay.
Stop.
You entertained the troops for a while.
What are you doing?
I tell you?
You going to the toilet?
No. We've got something to do with food.
Oh, that sounds nice, Scarlett, actually. Oh, you at the shop. Take us with you, old Gringo. You know we have to go shopping with you because we've got to tell you what to buy. Like, don't forget your basics: bread, milk. Do you need cheese? Do you need coffee? Don't forget the chocolate. Shallow. I'm going to tell him that. He'll read this later. There he comes. I'm going to dob you in, Shallow. Shallow says you've got chicken legs. Oh, he's having cereal.
Yep.
Yeah, sometimes we just have cereal.
Bowl of cereal late at night, no problem with that. I probably will crunch every now and then. I do apologise in advance.
That's because he's eating cereal. Hey, Danny. Yes.
Hello, Danny.
Yep. Did you just see Seeds' legs? Actually, you're probably crunching in the thing.
Hmm?
You're probably crunching in the phone because you're so close.
I'll move it.
Yeah.
There you go.
Well, just come here, Adam. Seeds will cook for you.
I think Adam's a pretty good cook himself.
No, he just said he's tired of cooking. Is that Special K or just cornflakes?
I think it's cornflakes.
I'd have some of my cereal later.
With whole milk.
Fat milk.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, gonna make some dough, Charlotte. Charlotte's Scarlet.
Sounds good. Wholemeal.
Grape nuts worst cereal ever.
Sounds bad, Adam. Yeah.
I told
You wait till I start asking for money. Actually, I should do this.
Come on, Chamo, it's a bit hard to eat cereal quietly. He's already moved the phone right away.
That sounds good. I know you like grapefruit, don't you? Scarlett was saying she makes some
yeah.
grape pudding. It must be good.
A grape and grape nuts.
Yes, when you get some different types of granola, or we call it muesli, and they put some really hard stuff in it.
Yeah. Okay, so grape nuts is a thing. I thought it was grapes and nuts.
Hmm. You only like the pink grapefruit though.
Yeah, but they're talking about grape and nuts, not grapefruit.
Mm-hmm.
We never have cereal for breakfast.
No.
Grape nuts. I'm going to have to look this grape nuts up. I don't know what you're talking about.
Maybe they're roasted grape nuts. Maybe years ago when they first started coming out with small packets of trail mix, all different things in there. And I fed a bloke fishing, and he said, "Oh, cheers, he said, you can have some of these." I opened it up and started eating. I said, "Did you bring the budgie that comes along with these?" It looked like birdseed.
I can't wait to go to Aldi's and get that mix I like to buy. It's called the Cowboy Mix. Well, I think it's very rude of old Gringo's gone to the shop and hasn't taken us with him.
I might need some stuff.
Yeah, he does, but he took us last time.
No,
He's nearly finished.
nearly finished. Shut up.
It's cereal. He doesn't usually do that. It's just you started talking about food, so you had to have a bowl of cereal.
Well, we ate pretty early today. About lunchtime.
That's because I went back to bed after getting up at 5 to do the dawn service.
Mm-hmm.
How's Charlie doing, Fanny? There, Chamo, he's done. You can put your sound back on.
Nearly done. And finished.
There's his legs. There you go, Danny. Oh, cool. I love me some Charlie. Yes. There you go, can move the phone now.
Crunching has ceased.
Potato chips are the worst, hey? You're eating potato chips and you're watching something on TV. It even is loud from listening to myself crunching on them.
You get to an exciting part with
Okay,
it,
then.
telling you the crux of the whole show, and then the wife's eating chips and she eats it really fast and you miss the words. It's like, what did they say? And she goes, I don't know, I was crunching.
Yeah, it happens. You do it too. Can you see that? He's smiling. Oh my god, that is so cute. I have to send that to my daughter, Danny.
Have you got chicken, in with those chicken pieces, have you got chicken meat?
No, just 2 legs, the breast and a little bit of meat.
I was going to say, whatever meat, maybe just freeze?
Yeah, I wouldn't do the legs.
No, we'll eat those with pasta tomorrow.
You can have the legs. I don't like chicken legs.
Okay. Chicken set turned out really nice. I put some cooking cream in it at the end. It's delicious. Well, there is chicken ribs on chickens. But yeah, it's probably not a highlight having a rack of chicken ribs.
Ugh.
Oh, Danny's working from home. Good.
I sent it to the kids, Danny. They loved it.
When Danny's working from home, there's a very good chance the smell of bacon's coming from the kitchen. That's awesome, Gemma. She is so lucky to have such a sweet man. Who are we talking about? Is there another man in her life? Yes?
Right.
Does Chamo know?
I'm just trying to catch up with the chat because I was just watching and sending the video.
I think it's supposed to be slap. I get it. Take that, seats. Yeah, that's right. You know, when people say, well, use real beef, you think, well, it's like, you know, when these supermarkets started saying, all our meat is now hormone-free. Oh, okay, just wait a minute. So for 50 years, you've been
Yep.
putting hormones in the meat. Is that what you're saying? No, we're just saying there's no hormones in the meat anymore. Oh, but you used to use it a little bit, just a bit.
The best one is when you buy a pack of nuts or peanut butter.
May
It's
contain
made
nuts.
That's just, what a stupid statement. Of course it contains nuts. It's a pack of nuts. It's peanut butter.
Well, I'm not sure how your laws work in Canada, but you can retire early. Sometimes you get access to your retirement fund. You don't get the pension to a certain age, of course. That would be the same in Canada.
No, she's not working from home.
Oh, Chamo's good. That's right, he told us yesterday. No, I don't think you could work from home, Danny. You should be good, but they'd have to keep rolling out patients at your door. And you run out of room in your house quite quick. The one thing that I wish we could start seeing on social media and television is other stuff than the virus. I think it's just continually pounding people. I'd rather see maybe every 4 or 5 hours an update, but it's 24/7 on everything. won't start. No, I think it's the same here. I think it's 14 more years. Some people don't get that much for crime. That's because you're so young, Danny. You still have youth on your side. Yeah, Chamo's into construction. He builds Lego.
I built Lego the other day.
You did too, yeah. A miniature Stonehenge.
The kids bought me a miniature Lego Stonehenge at Christmas. It was real fun doing it, actually.
Yeah, we know you lie about your age, Danny. He's 29. Stop fibbing.
I did them right all dry waller and masonry you did. Wow.
Yep. That means mixing a lot of concrete.
Seems they school younger than that, Chamo.
I did my education later in life. I travelled around Australia when I was 13. Yeah. Then I did it again when I was 17. Trust me, get your education when you're young. It's tough when you're older.
Well, Danny, you don't look that old.
But I did end up with a bachelor's degree in bacon, which is the
Yes.
main thing. Well, you can sort of change direction. It's people don't like change. I'm aware of that. But if you've got any computer skills at all, and if you know you can live off a certain income, and you save money, like Chamo said with his girlfriend, not driving, buying lunch, blah blah blah. Yeah, no, it's the thing about money is I don't know how many people you've seen with university degrees working in Kentucky Fried Chicken, but there are a lot. Just because you achieve some type of educational standard, if you're inept and your aptitude is not there after your education, you might as well not have done it. You know, it's like people who do the cop-out, say, oh, I'm going to do philosophy in my final year. I'm not sure about you guys, but how many philosophy jobs are going? Do you know what I mean? I majored and I got a scholarship in philosophy. Yeah. So what do you do now? I do dishes at Kentucky. Right. So there's no philosophy jobs going. I see. Or, you know, you wanted to be a NASA astronaut. Okay. Intelligence has very little to do with being smart. I do apologise for the buffering. We are 12 million miles away from you, of course, on the planet Australia. I think what it is, you can, Chamo.
Danny's son holding his catch.
Looks like some sort of perch or carp.
That's a pretty looking fish.
It's like we call them bonefish in Australia. They're full of bones.
Yeah, you should be proud.
I think the secret of life is to find a vocation that you love doing two things. One, you'll be good at it because you love it. And the second thing is that it's enjoyable, so it doesn't feel like work, whatever that is.
Danny's got a handsome son.
I think some of the things, though, Adam, is that, you know, usually if you find a book that's been written by some type of scholar, you know it's going to be fairly accurate. Whereas you Google it, you know what I mean? Yep, knowledge is accumulative, Adam. If you can garnish more and more knowledge, but base it on fact, then you end up having quite a wide range of knowledge, which is very useful because you can't buy it. You can't buy a bucket of knowledge. Can I have 2 pounds of knowledge, please? I'm sorry, sir, we don't sell knowledge. Here's the book, learn it. Yeah, there is. What I'm saying though, Adam, a lot of it is mumbo jumbo sometimes. It's usually theories, whereas I'm very much a factual person. I like to know what is, not what it could be. But the best way to learn is to do.
Yeah, I'm more better at practical.
If you stick your hands in the soil and grow veggies, you will fail here and there, but you'll eventually succeed. And then that knowledge is invaluable because it's with you for the rest of your life. Even the best gardener, and I'm going to show you when I have plants die or get eaten by bugs that I couldn't get, because that's life. But most of my food will grow.
P-A-T, what's that?
I think the POTUS needs to invest in etiquette class. Yeah. President of the United States.
Oh,
So
okay.
are they taking up the practice of injecting disinfectant at your hospital? I don't think they're doing that, Danny, are they? No. No, sorry, Danny, I was just being sarcastic.
Yeah, like
Really?
you said. I understand now, Danny.
Sometimes if you can associate your knowledge with a word or a number. Like I'll give you a great example, Shama. You'll never forget this. I'll show you how this works. And it's used sometimes when you're doing tests, you know, like you need to get a good result. But Shama, I'm going to give you a number and a word, and you will always remember it. The word is fig, and the number is 42. You'll never forget that, but that's just a small example how you can correlate between, it doesn't have to be a number, by the way, it can be a word and then another word. But you will always remember things that way. Like if it's a complex mathematical equation, you break it down and then you suddenly realise, oh, there's an easy way to do it. I just subtract that, add that, and then of course if you multiply by square root of 4, you get the answer.
That's all right if you're good at maths, but there's some things why they teach you at school unless you're actually going to use it. When I never used
But
X
everything's,
equals.
yep, no, M equals square is what you're going to say. But the thing is, mathematics is everything in life. Equations, mathematics, additions.
I remember things if I'm interested in it.
But you've only got to be knowledgeable in the things you want to do. If you need to know, you know, if there's an equation that a physicist can work out for you, well, don't bother trying to do it yourself. Just ask the physicist.
Yeah, actually, I'm like that, Chamo. Depends on the name.
Oh, bacon and eggs. You got to do a video, Danny.
Oh.
Got to do a video for breakfast. Now, come on.
I
You're all
enjoy-
talk and no video of bacon. You stay safe. Enjoy your breakfast and enjoy your day.
Charlie hugs. Oh, how'd your thing go, Scarlett?
Portuguese sweetbread dough for rolls. Yo, sounds
Yum.
good. Yum. But that's the greatest example I could give you, Shamo, is that I bet these rolls are going to be fantastic. But she didn't just look at a recipe and did it. She would have done it many times. And now she knows it's like second nature. It's just knowledge available straight out of her brain into her hands, create, and yum. And I bet Scarlett has slight variations on every time she makes something, but they're pretty close, like me. But the point is, it's second nature. English muffin, peanut butter.
That sounds all right.
Nothing wrong with that. I like crunchy peanut butter. But there's an easy equation to what you just said, Shamo. You listen to something that you're interested in. That's how it works. You have receptacles in your brain and say, oh yeah, bacon. I bet you didn't forget what Danny said. Bacon, that's in your brain.
Maybe you just have your concentration's just lower all over the place, Chamo. Or you
Bacon. Da, 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 da.
Yeah,
Bacon.
or boredom.
But anything, like I say, if you're going to change your work lifestyle, if you're going to change it at all, make sure you change it to something you love doing. Whatever that is. Because you'll be good at it and you'll enjoy it. There's nothing worse than being a job just because you've done that job for 1,000 years and it's easy, you know what you're doing, but you're bored shitless about it. Change is good as a holiday, but you must always prepare. Don't just leave your job and think, oh, I'll go and be an astronaut. Maybe call NASA first.
You should do little games, Chamo, to help you.
Mathematical games
And
are
brain
always
teasers
good.
and stuff.
Hartford, Connecticut. Well, what you do is you make sure that you listen to what she says, understand her values, and just say yes. And then you should be good to go. I like Portuguese food. It's very flavoursome.
No time for my Yahtzee game.
It's nearly time for toodle off time.
Yep.
Should do a video there, Morale Scarlett. It was only a little one, saying, look what I did.
Send me a picture, Scarlett,
Yeah.
and I can draw over them.
No, I know, Chemo. But sometimes we don't listen because we have no interest in what's being said.
Or your mind is elsewhere. You're concentrating on something else, and then someone comes in and starts talking to you, and this is the first thing you say. And you say, what'd you say? We all do that.
But you can change your work. If you find that, you don't want to go trudging the same job for the next 5 or 10 years, as long as you can find something alternative that's equal or the same, or maybe a bit more in money, look into it. There's never a full stop in your working life. You can change. It's just very hard for some people to do it. But we are going to toodle.
Yes.
I'm looking forward to the photograph of these rolls. She looks tired, doesn't she?
Well, got up at 5. Went to bed at 9:30 for a nap, which I don't usually do.
Yes, we got up early this morning because it was Anzac Day. So we went down the end of the drive at 5:30 in the morning,
The
waited,
candle.
put a candle on, and we waited till just about 6 o'clock. And up and down the street there were Aussies at the end of their driveway, because normally we'd all be down at the ceremonies, but of course we can't. And then we played The Last Post. Brought a tear to my eye, I can tell you.
Yeah, that's bugle, isn't it?
Anyway, here on a ranch, we're going to say goodnight. Wait for the
Night.
photograph of
Up the window for
Scarlett's
Shamo.
rolls. Yeah, it's not a little window. Yeah, and on that note, good night.